Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing something a little different. It's like a reaction, but then it's kind of like educational a little bit too. An average school student of the 21st century has the same amount of anxiety as a patient in the mental institutions in the beginning of the 1950s. Oh my god. I love how they use this guy from the Netflix series. Where do they get these statistics? That's crazy though. Like, I don't know. There isn't really mental institutions now though. Just imagine what it'd be like in a mental institution, but that is crazy. Honestly, my theory on this is what we're on social media. I don't know, I kind of feel like it has a lot to do with why kids get anxiety now. Because you've constantly got things like shoved in your face. I don't know, that's just a theory. Let me know what your theory to why you think this is true. I am a strong believer that I think it's like the internet and like social media. Although it can be like a really positive thing, I think it can also like, we just don't know much about it and like how it affects everyone. So yeah, I feel like this could just simply be because the technology is so advanced now. But who really knows? Who really knows? But that's a little bit sad. Okay, we'll go to the new one. Next one. Oh wait, every decade, anxiety in children and adults is growing, and there are several it's got reasons. Let's go. We don't sense social constraints as much as we used to. We change our jobs very often. We rarely take part in religious and other social organizations. We get married later, and we spend much more time alone. Okay, that is very true. We want a lot of things like wealth and perfect relationship, but we have unrealistic ideas of what we should look like and how our partners should behave. Oh, this thing's like spitting out truth, it is. We receive too much bad news, especially about accidents and wars on the news. This is very true, which makes us feel like the world is a dangerous place. Wow, okay. This is like actually very interesting, but it's kind of really sad at the same time. Yeah, I have noticed that you turn on the news and it's like negative. And like, it's rare that they'll put something like positive in. Like, I remember once on like our news, they put on like a baby elephant was born, which is like very rare. And they put that on the news, which was nice. Don't watch the news, guys. No, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. All right, let's go to the next one. This one's a little bit sad. It only takes 3 hours to convince a person they've committed a murder. Wait, what? Elaborate. A violence is not necessarily to accomplish this. It is to happen in a friendly atmosphere or conversation that looks like not an interview. Many people know that when remembering some events, we rewrite the memory of them every time. Research shows that if an interviewer knows some details of a person's life, that during a conversation by adding several fake ideas and using special techniques for rewritten memories, it is possible to convince a person that they are a murderer. Most people who took part in an experiment were convinced that they had memories of stealing something, assaulting people in their teenage years, or that they had injuries that that is so creepy. No ways. You're telling me I'll have 3 hours speaking to someone. Brady, do you remember that time that you stabbed that guy? What? What do you mean? Oh, you know, that guy that you just stabbed. Oh, yeah, you got me. What? Like, I feel like this one, maybe like it's like a hypnosis thing, because pretty sure if you murdered someone, you would remember. Maybe like you could convince me I stole something because like I've got bad memory like back in the day. But murder though, I feel like you would know that one. Just something's telling me. If you want to find love, take a dog with you when you're going on a date. Is this so like you can accidentally drop the dog lead and be like, oh my god, like please get my dog? Because I tried this with Harlow and it did not help. Actually, Harlow tries to pick me up lads all the time. I went to the beach with her. She swims out to where I am in the water. So I'm at the beach, having to swim with my dog, and there were these like really hot guys on these jet skis. And they were like parked, obviously, at the time. She's not going to swim out to like a moving jet ski. And oh my god, she just literally swam up, jumped up onto, because it was near the shallow end, and jumped onto their jet ski. I was like, Harlow, what are you doing? She was trying to pick me up lads. So yeah, I already know. We don't even need to read this section. This is accurate. You bring a dog because your dog picks up boys or girls for you. Mine was about to pick me up some lads with a jet ski. If you show up for a date with your dog, your chances of success increase a lot. People feel a lot more confident when they approach an attractive person who has a dog beside them. Very true, because it's like easy to spark a conversation off. A study conducted in Britain. Wait, what? In Brittany. Study conducted in me? What? France showed that girls are 3 times more inclined to give their phone numbers to men with dogs. In a general, people walking animals appear to be more trustworthy. Very true. If you ever see like a guy or a chick that treats like dogs really bad, that is like a very good indication of like how they respect other things. Like even when they treat their parents bad. So yeah, if a guy was ever like mean to a dog, I wouldn't date him. Put it that way. A favorite song is usually one that a person connects a very important event in their life with. Bust down, Thottiana. Every girl on Twitch's song. No, I'm kidding. Do not put that in. It's a joke. Don't at me. I don't know. The songs we like usually so short. I mean, I like a lot of songs, but yeah, I can kind of relate to it a little bit. Like it was like, oh, my music's emo. What is this trying to tell me? What about a life because I like this depressing music? Let me know in the comments what your favorite bands are or like musicians, and if it relates to a certain part in your life. Some people may be afraid of happiness. It's me, no, I'm kidding. The fear of being happy may present in people who had some sort of personal tragedy during a time when they were happy. This is what subconsciously expect people bad from happy moments, and they do. Okay, this is kind of deep. These people may believe that they are introverts and they avoid going to parties and other pleasant events, but in fact they are scared of being hurt by other people. I think it meant to say they're scared of a chance to feel happy. I can kind of relate to this a little bit, like even with like dating. Like if you have like a bad dating experience, you kind of just like don't date again. You just kind of go, nah, that's for me. And I can understand, like, if you had something like traumatic happen to you at a party that was like really negative when you were having a happy time, I could understand why you just wouldn't want to fucking leave your room, because I can relate. Yeah, that's kind of like sad. The amount of stress a person has when they lose their phone is similar to the stress in a terrorist attack. Yuck, that's such a horrible feeling. It's kind of sad how we get so upset about losing a phone, but it's not even like 100% about losing the phone that sucks. It's more, and like how much it costs, it's more of your personal details on that phone that like I stressed out. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna get all my feet pictures. I'm kidding. There was this one time I like left my phone in Kmart. I don't know what I did. I just like left it. I was like, you know what, Kmart, have my phone. And then I was like running around panicking, trying to look for my phone. I was like crawling under shelves. I was like panicked. And then on the way out, when I was about to cry, this lady's like, are you looking for a phone? And yeah, I dropped it near the dry cleaners, so it wasn't even in Kmart. So yeah, really smart over here. Even though the most stressful events for people are the death of a loved one or the prison sentence, the fear of losing a smartphone or being late for a train is estimated to be similar to being in a terrorist attack. The top 5 most stressful situations are included natural disasters, fire or flood, being fired, and a serious, oh my god, being fired sucks. Alright, yep. Keeping a diary can improve your physical health. Actually, this is kind of true. Although like I'm really lazy. You get to a point where like, yes, I want to do a diary, and I'd say you do it for like a week, maybe a week if you're like going strong, and then you just kind of like give up. Or someone finds your diary and you're like, ooh. People who have eating disorders or who suffer from depression can benefit a lot from making everyday entries in their personal diaries. Having a diary can make your immune system stronger, help you deal with stress, and even decrease the symptoms of asthma. And there is more important advantage. You have the chance to think about your mistakes in order to avoid making them in the future and discover the pleasure of remembering forgotten moments of the past. This is, yeah, okay. I used to like try to keep diaries when I was a kid, and rereading them as an adult now is hilarious. I even wrote myself a note from like the age that I am now, from when I was like 10. And it is so funny. It's just like, it's like a different person, like who you were back then to who you are now. So yeah, I kind of wish I stuck at it more, or like kept the diaries, like who knows where they are. But yeah, 100%. And you don't have to write a lot. It's even enough to write a couple sentences a day, and preferably around the same time. The notes help you express your feelings. Oh, let's all start diaries, guys.
No.
In order to be creative, you don't need to have good ideas, you need to have a lot of ideas. What about like a lot of good ideas? I'm a very creative person, but I can relate to this, yeah. Because like normally your first idea that you think is like bulletproof and brilliant, you like one up it like later on, it's like not your best idea. Researchers found that if people were paid for the number of suggested ideas and not the quality, the results were better, but only in the case they had a little time to rest. And the recipe for being creative was the following: create as many ideas as you can, even the worst ones. After that, let yourself forget about them for a while, and then after that, oh wow, okay, that's a lot of like, they did this in fashion design. You just literally had to draw like as much as you can, and then like pick your favorites and then just keep going. So I guess that is true. A 20-minute walk in a park will make you happier. Kidding. I have to walk my dogs every day, so yeah. Actually getting out the house is the hardest part. You're like, I don't want to go. Like you just want to stay in and like be a mopey, whatever, all day in your bed. I have to say, like, I never want to go walk my dogs, but every time I do, it's like such a good feeling. Contact with nature makes us feel calm and gives us emotional comfort. People who spend at least 20 minutes a day in a park feel more satisfied with their lives, and it doesn't matter what you do in the park. Jog or just walk. You already know I'll be walking. Jogging's hard. Background music decreases your creative abilities. I literally do everything with music in the background. This explains a lot. Any tune or song in any language, foreign or native, hinders your ability to be creative if you listen to it while working. So if you are, for example, a writer, oh, I can understand that. Well, that, like, I feel like if you're drawing or like painting or anything, music in the background's fine. If I'm writing, no. I have tried to study in the past because they're like, music in the background helps you study. I feel like maybe like piano music or something, like nature sounds, but like, no, not if you're writing. It just puts words into your head. This has been a little bit educational, guys. In order to memorize something, it's better to draw than to write. Okay? Sometimes I'm really bad at drawing. Sometimes I'm good. Like, imagine I was trying to draw a friend or something. I just did them like... Drawing is more effective for memorizing things than taking notes. Visualization or looking at pictures don't have to be talented. Even primitive pictures can help you memorize things better. Especially useful for the elderly people. This way it can maintain a good memory. Ooh. When your favorite team wins, your self-esteem improves. Can't relate. I don't really follow teams, no offense. As it turns out, people like watching sports for a reason. It has a positive influence on self-esteem. Unless you're on the losing team, because what does that mean? You have lower self-esteem? I know like some people, like my friends would like refuse to go out if their favorite football team lost. Like they were so upset. Improves dramatically for about 2 days. And when a team loses, it doesn't have any... That is bull. It does have a drastic thing. I remember like back mum said like in our household, like her mum was a footy fanatic. And if like Port Power lost, they weren't getting dinner. They didn't get fed. Like it was like she was in a bad mood for 2 days. So I think there's a positive and then a negative to this because that guy just didn't want to tell you the negative. Liar. All right, well, that's the end of a very educational reaction thing. I feel like I was more your teacher today. So just remember, guys, just to recap. Take your dog on dates if you want to pick up people, boys, girls, whoever it be. You're actually all murderers. If you don't subscribe and like this like this video and subscribe to my channel, you're actually all just murderers. And it will only take three more hours to convince you that you're a murderer. So you already know what to do. And yeah, we've all got really bad anxiety, apparently. Anyway, guys, that is psychological facts that can show you the naked truth about life. And I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!